sweep. And again, 68-40 was the final score. Let's run down the scoring there from the game. We'll start with the Model Lady Blue Devils coming up short in that game. Rachel Burkhalter picked up 3 points off the bench, knocked down to 3 in the first quarter. 2 points for Julia Shinholster off the bench. You would have 1 point from Morgan Wood, a free throw that took place in the fourth quarter. 5 points from Sydney Colburn. She knocked down to 3 in the third quarter, had a 2 in the fourth quarter. 2 points for Ansley Kugler. That would happen in the first quarter. You would have 7 points from Madison Moats. 2 points from Abby Henderson. 8 points from Tamaya Ragland, and the leading scorer tonight for the Model Lady Blue Devils was Montana Moats, who would have 10 points. She would pick up 4 in the first half and then 6 in that second half, so that all should total up to Model's 40 points if I put everything in the right place there. So now we'll move on to the Chattooga Lady Indians. Picked up a sizable win tonight. A lot of offense, a lot of players getting involved. Ellie Martin would have 2 points, 5 points for Seda Williamson, 3 points for Tia Dunaway, 2 for Tiana Scales. Madison Hutchins would pick up a 2-pointer, 5 points for Kaylee Byers, 4 points from Nevaeh Morgan, and then you had 2 players that would score 21 points in this basketball game. One of them was Micaiah Parrish, and then the other was Faith Ann Foster. So those 2 players just having monster games tonight for the Chattooga Lady Indians. So congratulations to the Chattooga Lady Indians. Their record moves to 8-4 on the regular season, 6-2 in region play, and they got a big matchup coming up at Fannin County on Friday evening, so we'll certainly be keeping an eye on that one. That's a big Region 7 AA showdown for sure. The Model Lady Blue Devils will fall to 8-9 on the season, 4-5 in region play, and their next game is going to come up on Thursday at Unity. So there you go. That's going to put a wrap on our first game tonight. Now we're going to turn our attention to the boys game, and let me tell you, this is one that people have been waiting for a long time. We thought we were going to get to see these 2 teams play at Model High School back on December the 11th. The boys game did not take place. It's going to be made up at a later date, and so now we finally get to see the Chattooga and the Model boys go head-to-head here in a home game for the Chattooga Indians. And let's tell you how these 2 teams have done so far this season. The Chattooga Indians are 10-2, 6-0 in Region 7 AA. They have won 6 games in a row. The Model Blue Devils 14-3 on the season, 7-0 in Region 7 AA. Their winning streak right now is at 10 games. So both of these teams on fire. The last time that Chattooga lost a game was on December the 21st. That was at Spring Garden. Before that, their other loss of the season, I mentioned to you, they had 2 losses on the season so far. That was at Sand Rock. So they have not lost a game in the state of Georgia this year. Both of their games were losses on the road over in Alabama. For the Model Blue Devils, their last loss was on December the 28th, and that would have been at home against North Paulding in the Big Blue Classic. So both of these teams have been winning, but one of them is going to have their winning streak come to a close tonight. Who's it going to be? Well, we're going to find out. I got a feeling this is one of those games that's going to go deep into the fourth quarter and perhaps down to the last shot. So we'll see what happens, but really looking forward to this one. It's the Model Blue Devils on the road facing off against the Chattooga Indians. We're about 6 minutes and 45 seconds until we get to game time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to send it back to the studio. We'll come back with more pregame commentary here on WLAQ 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, WLAQ1410.com. And also tonight we're with you on the Big Blue Video Network with Nathan Patterson. So I'm Matt Davis. We'll send it back to the studio for a break. We'll be back on WLAQ. but I'll find out and see if we can pass that along to you. But again, excited about this game. We're about 1 minute and 30 seconds away until the beginning of the game. So what we're going to do is step out for 1 minute. We'll step out for a 1 minute break here on WLAQ and also the Big Blue Network. When we come back, we'll relay the starting lineups to you, and we'll get things underway from here inside the Tribe Pride Arena at Chattooga High School in Summerville, Georgia. Back in a minute. All right, here's your starting lineup for the Model Blue Devils. You're going to have number 23, Cole Mathis, also number 30, Dane Fisher, number 32, Colby Couch, number 44, Jakenis Hurd, and I believe the fifth starter was number 11, Carson Cole. For the Chattooga Indians playing at home, you're going to have number 2, Bowden Heathcock, number 5, Cash Allen, a senior. Then also in the starting lineup here for the Chattooga Indians, number 12, Brody Mobbs, a junior. Number 23, Jalen Johnson, a junior. And that should be your starting 5 here for the Chattooga Indians. And we are just about ready to go. Actually, I left one out. Number 24, Sean Lester, is going to be in the starting lineup as well. So just about to get underway from inside the Tribe Pride Arena. Matt Davis with a call of the basketball game tonight. Of course, Nathan Patterson here with the video feed with the Big Blue Network. And he's got Noah Travis on the camera tonight doing a fantastic job as always. So here we go, folks. As the visiting team, Model's going to open up on offense. Dane Fisher is going to feed it in. And they get it in to Carson Cole, who had a whale of a game against Dade County. Tell you about it in a minute. Fisher's got it into the paint, puts it up, jump shot, missed. But he gets fouled and is going to go to the charity stripe. Model is at the free throw line looking to open up the scoring in this basketball game. And you got a good shooter at the free throw line, no doubt about it. Dane Fisher is there. So ties his shoes, gets ready for the free throw shot. It's on the way. And it here in the first quarter, make it 2-0 as Dane Fisher knocks down the second free throw of the pair. Allen takes the inbound pass, half-court trap from Model. They are able to steal it away, but stepping on the sideline is the man that stole it, Cole Mathis. So it'll be right back in the hands of Chattooga as Jalen Johnson gets set to feed it in front of the Chattooga bench. Chattooga working from right to left. Chattooga with the ball. Sean Lester is going to pass it to the right wing side of Johnson. Johnson is going to dribble back to around center court. Goes across the Chattooga Indians logo. Now on the left wing side he goes. Back to Lester. Lester leaves it for Mobbs to Johnson. Pick is set for Johnson. He goes inside. An oop to Cash Allen, who is able to get the jam and get the crowd going. 2-2. That's one way to tie it up. Across the timeline goes Carson Cole. My goodness. They get it down low. Shot is up and in and one. So Carson Cole's. It's going to be a 5-2 game. 7:07 left first quarter. Model on top by 2. Carson Cole at the free throw line scored 16 points against Dade County. He's going to knock down the free throws. So 3 free throws made from Model here in the first quarter. They lead at 5-2. Here come the Indians on the other end, down near the low block on the near side. They get it back out to Lester, deflected by Couch. Here's Mobbs with a jump shot. That one won't go. Fisher there for the rebound, chases it down, picks it up around the baseline over in front of the Model bench and gives it off to Cole. Cole across the center court line. Dribbles up to the top of the key, now backs his way up to around center court, leaves it for Jakenis Hurd. Hurd's at the top of the key. Cole now with it. Cole feeds it down to Hurd. He will kick it back out to Carson Cole. Good ball movement here from Model, shuffling his feet as Cole. 3, it's 5-2, Model on top, 6:30 left first quarter. Lester takes the inbound pass, now gives it back to Johnson. They will work around the half-court trap. Shot is up off the front of the rim, won't fall. Rebound taken by Carson Cole. Cole across the timeline. Dribbles behind his back. He's going to leave it off for Fisher. Long three-point shot. That one's off the front of the rim. It won't go. Johnson there for the rebound for Chattooga across the timeline. Works his way in, kicks it back out. Now back into the hands of Johnson. After the pass from Heathcock. Now back to Heathcock, dribbles up top. He's going to give it over to Mobbs. Now they get it to the right wing side. Johnson to Mobbs. Mobbs trying to dribble around a screen from Allen. He is going to leave it off. Getting it into the hands of Bowden Heathcock. Now on to Johnson. Johnson dribbles left. Feeds it down low to Allen. He'll back his way in. Turns around, shoots. It's off the front of the rim. Hurd's there for the rebound. He is a rebounding machine. Had a big game against Dade County. They get it to the left wing side to Couch. Drives. The kick out to Carson Cole. Johnson gets his hands in there. Bats it out of bounds, so it's staying with Model. They'll inbound in front of the Chattooga bench. Model in their blue uniforms with white numbers and letters. Chattooga in their white uniforms have some red and black trim. The numbers are red with black trim, and then the letters are black. Long shot for Jalen Johnson. Or excuse me. Shot up on the other end and good. Bowden Heathcock picks up his first basket. Model with the ball. 8-4 lead for the Blue Devils. With the ball on the left wing side is Colby Couch. They give it off to Carson Cole. Long three-point shot's going to leave that one short. Allen there to pull down the rebound with authority. They give it off to Johnson on the other end, and he'll make the layup. So Jalen Johnson knocks it down. And the score moves to 8-6 in favor of the Blue Devils. Carson Cole goes in, shoots, scores. Carson Cole having a great first quarter. Jalen Johnson feeds it into Allen. Model on top by 4. 10-6 is the score to Lester, to Johnson. Johnson will work it across the midcourt stripe. Going towards the top of the key, being guarded by Jakenis Hurd. They get it to the right wing. Now back up top. Here's a shot from just inside the free throw line. Knocking it down is Sean Lester. Across the timeline goes Carson Cole. Dribbles between his leg. Off the left wing side. Now into the paint. He'll feed it back out to Couch. To Mathis. Down low to Hurd, who backs his way in. And he will get fouled and is going to go to the charity. Couch. To Mathis. Down low to Hurd, who backs his way in. Model up 10-8. Shot on the way, and it is good from Jakenis Hurd from the free throw line. Jeremiah Hurd, Ezra Donner check into the game. Checking out is Cole Mathis and Colby Couch. So on the floor now for Model, you've got Donner, Cole, Hurd, as well as Fisher. And Jakenis Hurd at the free throw line. There's the next shot. It is good. So the score moves to 12-8 in favor of Model. We got a great first quarter going. 3:40 left to go here in this first quarter. Bringing it down the floor is going to be Jalen Johnson. He goes across the timeline, dribbles to the left side. Now feeds it back up around center court, around the Chattooga logo to Lester. Lester at the top of the key, dribbles between his legs, gives it to Allen, challenges Jeremiah Hurd, misses. Here comes Ezra Donner with the ball on the other end. It's not loose. Blue Devils up 12-8 here on the road over Chattooga Indians. Feeding it in is going to be Cole. They get it in to Dane Fisher. Fisher on to Donner, over into the left wing side. Now back up top to Carson Cole. Cole dribbles, trying to get around Johnson. He is going to be trapped. Ball is stolen away, picked up by L.A. Riley in the hands of Johnson. Tries to lay it in. A little too strong. The putback by LaShawn Lester is going to be good. And it's 12-10. We got a 2-point game, under 3 minutes to play. Stolen away, and a layup from Johnson rattles around and in. He's got 4 points, and we're knotted up at 12 with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. Donner with it, picks up his dribbles, going to feed it off to Carson Cole. He hands it over to Jeremiah Hurd. Hurd at the free throw line, drives in, challenges Allen, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and he gets the second shot. Jeremiah Hurd, with a very, very physical trip into the paint, comes up with points. 14-12 is your score. Model on top. They're letting them play. 2:15 left to go here in the first period. Jalen Johnson across the timeline. That's going to be an interesting battle watching this game. Hurd and Allen. Allen with the ball, being guarded by Fisher. Out to Johnson. 3-point look. That's high off the rim. Here's Donner, pulls down the rebound. He gives it off to Carson Cole. Cole motors into the paint, loses the handle. It goes out of bounds, but it was tapped out of bounds by Cole Mathis and also Darian Richardson. Richardson set to feed it in on the baseline with Model with it on their side of the floor. They are going to lob it up to Jeremiah Hurd. He flings it toward the basket, gets himself to the free throw line. So good job by to get it in the air and get to the line. So at the line is Jeremiah Hurd, shooting 2. First free throw on the way, and he's going to leave that one a little short. Catches the rim on the front side and rolls off the left. Checking back into the game for Chattooga is Bowden Heathcock. He'll check in for Sean Lester. And Jeremiah Hurd stands at the free throw line, gets ready for his second of the pair, and he's zeroed in for that one. He knocks it down. So one of the pair he makes. Model up to a 3-point lead, 15-12, 1:45 left on the clock in the first quarter. Allen with it, trying to work around a little pressure, collision for it, and a foul is going to be charged. Of the Model Blue Devils. So we have 1:24 left and the clock's still running, so the official runs off to the scorer's table. They'll stop that and put some time back on the clock. They still hadn't stopped it. It's still running. Got a stoppage of play here. Evidently they're having some technical difficulties. And from somebody that's been around the radio business for as long as I have, I certainly know a thing or two about electronics and technical difficulties. But it looks like they've got it worked out. Now they've got 1:37 on the clock as the officials continue their discussion over at the scorer's table, putting a few more seconds on the clock. It's back up to 1:41. So the score's 15-12. Model on top by 3, but Chattooga with the ball after the foul from the Model Blue Devils. With it is Cash Allen, I should say. Allen backs out around the 3-point arc, gives it to Jalen Johnson, being guarded by Cole Mathis. And there's Allen wide open for 3. That one's strong. Went off the back of the rim. And Jakenis Hurd with another board. They get it down to Jeremiah Hurd, backs his way in. They're going to call a block on Cash Allen. And that's the way it always goes, folks. One side is going to be happy and the other one's not. But Jeremiah Hurd going to the free throw line, being charged with the foul as Cash Allen did not have his feet set. So Hurd back at the charity stripe. Shot is up, rattles in. He'll get ready for his second. He's knocked down 2 of 3. Can he make it 3 of 4? Model on top by 4, 16-12. We're down to the 1:22 mark of the first quarter. Yep, Jeremiah makes another one, so he's 3 of 4. As Chattooga gets ready to inbound the ball, trailing now by 5, playing here at home. They toss it over the head of Cole Mathis. A little bit of pressure here from Model. And they'll work around it. They get it down to L.A. Riley, and he gets blocked by Jeremiah Hurd. Goes out of bounds. No contact there, no foul. He's fired up tonight, folks. Jalen Johnson feeds it in. There's Brody Mobbs for 3. That's going to be a miss. Rebound's going to be taken by Darian Richardson. Richardson works his way across the 10-second line, dribbles. Has his pocket picked by Johnson. It'll be one-on-one between Johnson and Richardson. Johnson picks up his dribble, flings it toward the basket, and gets fouled, so he will go to the charity stripe. What an interesting first quarter we have. 17-12, Model on top by 5, but Jalen Johnson at the free throw line, shooting 2. Here comes the first free throw on the way. That one's off the back of the rim, but it bounces in, and he will get ready for the next one. That cuts it to a 4-point game. 17-13 is your score. Next shot on the way, he'll knock that one down. Barely caught the rim. Mostly net. 17-14, 3-point game. 45 ticks left in the first quarter. Donner fakes off a defender. Richardson is going to give it to Jeremiah Hurd. Now back out to Donner. Great ball movement from Model on this possession. Richardson over in the corner. Now Donner goes into the paint. Tries to pass it down to Hurd. Ball gets loose, deflected. It's picked up by Chattooga, and a foul is going to be charged on Cole Mathis. I think he's got 3 fouls, so I would imagine he'll check out, and he does. Coming back into the game is Colby Couch. 5 fouls on Model here in this game. 3 fouls on Model, 5 on the Chattooga Indians. We got 25 ticks left on the clock in the first quarter. Chattooga with the ball. They try to fling it across. It is deflected. They retain possession. Jalen Johnson goes right to the paint, challenges Jeremiah Hurd, and knocks it in. That was quite a move into the paint by Jalen Johnson, and that cuts it to a 1-point game. Johnson having a great first quarter. Model with the ball. 3 seconds to work with. Dane Fisher puts up the shot. That one's going to be left short. Time expires, and Model will have a 1-point lead going into the second quarter. So 17-16, Model on top by 1. We send it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout on WLAQ. Chattooga opens up with possession of the ball as we start our second quarter, trailing Model 17-16. Mobbs with it up top. He's going to feed it off to the right wing. They get it to Allen down low. Work it back up. Well, they're going to give it to Johnson over on the right wing side. They try to set a pick. Corner 3, and that one almost goes, not quite. Rebound's going to be taken by Heathcock and the Indians. There's a long shot from Mobbs from the perimeter. Won't fall. Donner's there to get the rebound. Here comes Carson Cole across the timeline. He's going to feed it into Jaquinnis Hurd. Challenges Allen down low. Misses the shot. The rebound after it caroms off the rim is going to be picked up by L.A. Riley. Here comes Chattooga on the other end of the floor. Heathcock with it. Now up top to Mobbs. Mobbs dribbles. He'll back his way back towards the logo at center court. Going to feed it to Johnson, who goes into the paint, knocks down a defender, and gets picked up with the Taking that charge was Ezra Donner, had his feet set, so that was a good call by the official. 17-16 your score, Model on. Seconds of our second quarter. There's Dane Fisher for three, in and out, rolls out of the rim, but here's the putback for Carson Cole, who leads all scorers. I've got him with 9 points. There was one basket there in the first quarter that I wasn't sure who got it. I gave it to Cole, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll say he has 9 right now. I apologize for that, but I don't have any way to get down to the scorer's table to check it. I'm on the other side. Cash Allen with it for Chattooga. They trail it here by 3. Allen with it. Now he's going to give it to Jalen Johnson. Johnson dribbles up to the top of the key. Shot on the way and knocks down a 3-point shot. Johnson with 11 points, 19 all. We got a tie game. 6:05 remaining here in the first half. Carson Cole feeds it over to the left side, gets it down to Jakenis Hurd in the paint. Almost a tie-up, but Model hangs on to it. There's Donner for 3 and knocks it down. That was a big-time shot from downtown. Donner with his first points of the night. 22-9, Model on top by 3 points. We've got 5:45 remaining to go here in this first half of play. Jalen Johnson across the timeline, dribbles right. He has a pick set by Allen, chased down by Fisher. He taps the ball, almost knocks it out of bounds. Johnson dribbles baseline, keeps it in, nice finger roll. What a heck of a move from Jalen Johnson. He's a big-time player, ain't no doubt about it. 22-21, 1-point game. Chattooga trailing at home to Model. Colby Couch on to Fisher at the top of the key to Donner to the right wing side. Now they kick it back out to Cole, who goes into the paint, kicks it out to Donner. Now on to Cole, 3-point shot. Great looking shot by Carson Cole. And now Model back to a 4-point, 25-21 lead. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Johnson dribbles across the Chattooga Indians logo. Now into the offensive side of the floor for the Indians. Drives off to the right wing side. Gets it down low to Allen. Tries to back his way into 2 defenders. Shakes them off and shoots and scores. Cash Allen now with 4 points. That cuts it to a 2-point game. 25-23. Model up by 2. Carson Cole with it. Dribbling to the top of the key. Now feeds it out to Colby Couch. Around to the left wing side to Donner. Now back out to Fisher. And he'll back things up and reset the offense. Carson Cole at the top of the key, leaves it for Donner. Donner kicks it back out, no look for Cole, so he'll drive towards the paint, feeding it back out to Donner. And now Cole's going to back up around midcourt and reset this offense here for the Blue Devils. Puts up a 3-point shot, and that one's going to miss the rim and goes out of bounds. You're listening to Model Basketball tonight on WLAQ, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, with locations here in Rome and Leesburg, Alabama. Go see the Mathis family for all your farm equipment, tractor needs, whether you need a tractor or a trailer, farm equipment. You might want to look at some of those nice club cars they have. They got a little bit of everything. Jalen Johnson's going to kick it back out to Lester. Lester back into Johnson from the free throw line. That's off the back of the rim. Allen's there for the rebound, goes for the putback, and he gets blocked. So Jeremiah Hurd picks up, I believe, his first personal foul of the game, and we're going to see Cash Allen go into the stripe. He's got 4 points in the game, and he'll be shooting 2 here. First shot on the way. That one's going to go off the back of the rim. Karam's off. We'll get ready for the next free throw from Allen. Allen shoots again. He makes that free throw. His first basket of the night was a big one. He picked up an alley-oop and knocked it down with 2 hands on the slam. Got the fans going. Ezra Donner with it. Feeds it up top to Jakenis Hurd. Hurd being guarded by LaShawn Lester. Now they'll give it up top to Carson Cole. After the switch, they'll feed it down low to Jeremiah Hurd. Flings it out to Jakenis Hurd, who goes towards the low block but has his pocket picked by Lester. He is quick, and he is on the other end for the layup. Glad to have him back. He is a force. 26-25, Chattooga now on top. 3:02 remaining here in our first half. For Model to inbound the ball here in just a couple of moments. Checking out the game's Ezra Donner. Chattooga Hurd set to inbound the ball. You got Darian Richardson into the game here for the Blue Devils. He'll catch the inbound pass in the backcourt, work it across the center court line, gives it to Fisher. Fisher puts up a three-point shot and nails it. My goodness, what a shot. And he had a defender that was coming out towards him, but couldn't get a hand on it. So Fisher in traffic knocks down a three and gives his team a 2-point lead, 28-26, under 2:40 left to go here in the first half of play. Model on top by 2. Allen backs his way in, challenges Jeremiah Hurd, misses the shot. Here's Lester with a second look. Carson Cole does a great job pulling down the rebound, securing the ball, boxing out, and they go the other way. Richardson back to Cole up top. He'll pick up his dribble, passes it back to Richardson, now on to Fisher. Fisher flings it back out to Richardson, now to Cole on the right wing side. He'll back up, and they try to get it to Fisher. It was almost deflected by Mobbs. He'll pick it up and give it to Cole, and a turnover is going to happen against the Blue Devils. A foul is going to be charged, and they're going to get Dane Fisher on that one. So set to inbound the ball is L.A. Riley. He'll do so in front of the Chattooga bench, working from right to left. Chattooga trailing at home by 2. We're under 2 minutes to play now in the first half. Jalen Johnson with it on the right wing side. He will drive around a pick, put up a jump shot, and makes it. Kind of a little floater there from Johnson. He is having a whale of a first half. We're tied at 28 apiece. This one is living up to what we thought it would be for sure. Fisher misses, and Cole goes up to shoot, and you probably heard that over the crowd mic. Cash Allen goes up and bats it down. It was like a spike in a volleyball game. But it's staying with the Blue Devils. Darian Richardson will inbound in front of the Chattooga bench. Carson Cole's got it. He'll back his way up to around center court. Cole dribbles up top. Passes it to Fisher on the left wing. Now back up to Cole. Pick set by Jeremiah Hurd. Shot up, rattles off the rim. It won't go. Rebound pulled down by Cash Allen. Jalen Johnson to Lester. Lester with it around center court. Goes to the right. He's going to pass it off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson will dribble up to the top of the key. Three-point shot and knocks it down. The man is on fire. Chattooga needs to get the ball in his hands as much as possible because he is locked in. Dane Fisher driving off to that right wing side, now goes into the paint, feeds it out. Nope, it's going to be picked off by Johnson. The feed to Mobbs off the glass and in. What a great sequence there by Chattooga. Model comes back the other way. Hurd is going to try to knock down a layup. It won't fall, but he is going to get to the charity stripe, but quite a swing here. As I try to catch my breath, 33-28 is the score. Chattooga Hurd going to the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. 40.4 seconds left in the half. He'll knock down the first one. He's 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. He'll get ready to shoot again in just a couple of moments. Here is Chattooga Hurd with his next free throw, and he'll knock it down. And now it's a 33-30 game in favor of the home team as Hurd's free throws cuts it back to 3. 33 seconds left on the clock here in the second quarter. Driving off to the right wing side is going to be Jalen Johnson. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot a jump shot. That's off the back of the rim, won't go, but Cash Allen is there for the rebound. The feed to Mobbs, three-point look. Pretty good ball rotation, won't go though. Here's Heathcock from way out. That one won't fall. Another rebound for the Chattooga Indians with 10 seconds left to go here in the half, and it looks like they'll try to get the last shot of the half, leading at 33-30 here at home over the Blue Devils. Long three-point shot for Johnson just before the buzzer. A miss. Jeremiah Hurd flung it across the floor, but that was after the buzzer. Didn't go anyway. And at the end of the first half, Chattooga 33, Model 30. We got a one-possession game. We're going to send it back to the studio for about a 4-minute timeout. We'll come back and run down scoring from the first half when we come back on WLAQ and the Big Blue Network. Carson Cole, actually, instead of having 12 points that I announced earlier, he has 13 points there in that first half of play. So we are at halftime, about 30 seconds left to go in the halftime period, and then we'll get things underway here with our second half. Really looking forward to it. It was a fun first half of play, and we told you at the beginning of the game, this has got the makings of one of those games that could potentially go down to the last shot, and I'll be shocked if it, at the very least, doesn't go deep into the fourth quarter before this thing is decided. So Model's going to start with possession of the ball to start the second half, trailing by 3. They get it into Colby Couch, being guarded by Cash Allen. Now they'll give it to Carson Cole, who's having another great game. Now on the left wing side, they give it to Colby Couch. Jaquinnis Hurd keeps it in bounds for Dane Fisher. Three-point shot, a little off the mark. Colby Couch gets the rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Indians. I believe Bowden Heathcock knocked that one out. So Model set to inbound the ball, trailing by 3, just underway in our second half of play. Cole feeds it into Fisher. Fisher's going to dribble back around center court, now around to the right side, kicks it out to Couch, on to Cole Mathis. Back out to Carson Cole. Cole dribbling towards the paint, picks up his dribble, feeds it out to Mathis, fakes off a defender twice, now gives it to Colby Couch, on to Fisher, and great defense right now from Chattooga. There's Carson Cole in and out, can't get the jump shot to go. And again, great defense by Chattooga. Did not give a lot of opportunity for Model on that possession. Jalen Johnson for 3, a contested 3. It won't fall. One and done trip. Fisher feeds it off to the left wing side to Cole Mathis. Back up down low to Jaquinnis Hurd. Fakes off a couple of defenders but misses the shot as he turns around. Jalen Johnson with the rebound across the timeline for Chattooga. Nobody scored here in the first minute and 12 seconds of our third quarter. Jalen Johnson for 3. That one won't fall. Both teams trying to get the lid off the basket here in the early goings of the third quarter. Carson Cole onto the left wing side. Now back to Cole up top. 3-point shot. That one's going to miss everything. I think it may have been affected by a defender, but Jalen Johnson has the ball in his hands. He goes across the center court stripe. And we're at the 6:20 mark. Both teams trying to get the first points of the second half. Johnson on the right wing with it, being guarded by Cole Mathis. He'll dribble, kick it into Cash Allen, backs his way in against Jaquinnis Hurd, shoots, gets blocked, but there's a little bit of contact on the hands there, so it looks like Jaquinnis Hurd is going to pick up the foul, and Cash Allen's going to go to the free throw line. Cash has been to the free throw line once where he's 1 of 2. He'll get ready for his next free throw. Thanks for listening to high school basketball tonight on WLAQ, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. That shot's off the back of the rim, won't go. Jeremiah Hurd checking into the game for Colby Couch of the Blue Devils. So now for the Blue Devils, you got Cole Mathis, Jeremiah and Jaquinnis Hurd, Dane Fisher, Carson Cole. And there's the shot. That one's off the back of the rim. Jaquinnis Hurd's there for the rebound. Gives it off to Carson Cole. For Chattooga on the floor, you got Cash Allen, Heathcock, L.A. Riley, Mobbs. Heathcock steals it away. You also have Jalen Johnson, and Johnson's got the ball in his hands. And if you're Chattooga, that's where you want it a lot of the time. Johnson will pick up his dribble, pass it to Mobbs. Now back to Johnson. Still 33-30. That's where we were at the halftime. We played 2.5 minutes here of our third quarter. Nobody scored. And Johnson goes in, leaves it for Allen off the glass and in. And he's got an opportunity for a three-point play. There's the first basket of our third quarter. So Cash Allen with a three-point opportunity here for the Indians. Indians on top by 5, and if he makes this one, it'll be by 6. That one's off the back of the rim. He's missed 3 free throws in a row. Model with the rebound and the ball. They'll give it to Carson Cole. Now on to Fisher. Three-point look. That one's off the back of the rim. Won't go. And Model's not getting a lot of time. They're having to get the ball out quick. Almost picked off. Chattooga with the ball. Cash Allen is going to leave it for Jalen Johnson. He's standing on top of the Chattooga Indians logo at midcourt. Dribbles to the right. Being guarded by Cole Mathis. He will dribble around, go into the paint, tries to leave it for Allen. He picks it up, challenges Jeremiah Hurd, and guess what happened? He got blocked and it was turned over. Allen trying to keep it in bounds, but can't do so, and Model's going to have the ball, trailing by 5 points. So 2 points have been scored here in the first 3 minutes and 11 seconds of our third frame. Chattooga up by 5, 35-30 after leading 33-30 at the halftime mark. Carson Cole dribbling for the Blue Devils. Across the timeline, he will leave it for Dane Fisher. Fakes, goes into the paint, tries to pass it to Cole Mathis. Jalen Johnson, it feels like he's everywhere. He knocks the ball loose. It's a turnover. There's Mobbs on the other end for 3, misses, but Jeremiah Hurd is there to pull down the rebound after the missed shot. Carson Cole, the feed to Mathis. Mathis on the right wing. Ball is loose on the floor. A scrum ensues. It's picked up. Model comes out with it. Great job by Cole Mathis. Leaves it for Carson Cole. They give it to Jaquinnis Hurd inside. Down to Jeremiah Hurd. He gets blocked by Cash Allen. They get it down to Brody Mobbs, who keeps it in bounds. But it ends up in the hands of Carson Cole, and he goes the other way for Model. There's a 3-point shot for Cole Mathis. That one won't go in. And the rebound taken by Cash Allen. So slow start to the second half here for the Blue Devils. We've gone 4 minutes and 10 seconds, and they have yet to be able to score some points. Chattooga has only scored 1 basket of their own, though. Jalen Johnson with it, dribbling between his legs. Being guarded by Dane Fisher. He'll put up a shot. A 3-pointer missed. Jeremiah Hurd gets another rebound. Leaves it for Carson Cole. He's going to bring it across the midcourt stripe. Dribbles towards the top of the key. We're getting close to the 3-minute mark here of this third quarter. Not a lot of scoring in our third frame. Carson Cole drives towards the paint. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it out to Cole Mathis for 3. That one won't go. There for the rebound is Sean Lester. Gives it to Jalen Johnson. He muscles his way into the paint. Shoots, misses. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Models. Cole Mathis gives it to Fisher. Fisher looking for Hurd. Throws it up. And it is going to be blocked out of bounds by Cash Allen, who looks to be pretty fired up right now. Pretty big crowd on hand here tonight at Chattooga. I would say over on the other side, the Chattooga fans have got it about 85% fill. That's just kind of a guesstimation there. Here on the Model side, I'd say about 50%. Chattooga's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. Chattooga 35, Model 30, 2:55 left, third period. We'll step out for 30 seconds. They give it in to L.A. Riley, back up top to Mobbs. Around to the right wing side, they go to Johnson, who goes in. Passes it to Allen, blocked by Jeremiah Hurd. Oh, back into the hands of Allen. He'll try again, leaves that one short off the front of the rim. And now the ball is going to be batted out of bounds by Jeremiah Hurd. Hurd is a force in the paint, let me tell you. Allen challenged him twice and came up with nothing. Johnson set to inbound the ball here for the Indians. Johnson to feed it in. He gets it into Mobbs. Mobbs is trapped, and we are going to have a whistle that goes against the offense. They're going to grab Mobbs with the offensive foul. And now the Blue Devils will inbound the ball, trailing by 4 points with under a minute to go in the third period. Fisher with it, leaves it for Donner. Now on to Richardson, who's over on the left wing. Back up top to Cole Mathis. Mathis dribbles towards the top of the key. He'll feed it out to Dane Fisher. Fisher goes in, a floater, rattles around the rim and in. So Dane Fisher with another basket. He's got 10 points, 37-35, a 2-point game, 36 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. They get it to Jalen Johnson. He challenges in the paint, a finger roll, and it goes in. That was a heck of a move, getting it around Jeremiah Hurd. 20 points now for Johnson. They try to get it into Jeremiah Hurd. The ball is deflected out of bounds. Staying with the Blue Devils. Blue Devils trail now 39-35, so it's a 4-point game. We got 19.8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Jakenis Hurd checks in for Jeremiah Hurd, who goes to the bench. Blue Devils set to inbound the ball. They're going to feed it into Cole Mathis. Mathis on to Hurd, shoots, gets blocked by Allen. Here's the putback from Fisher. He couldn't get it to go, but he is going to the charity stripe where he's 2 of 2. Shoots, gets blocked by Allen.
So that was a good
Here's the
job
putback
of
from
Fisher.
Getting it to the rack, getting fouled, and getting to the free throw line. So Fisher shooting 2. First shot is on the way, and it is good. He will get ready for his second free throw. This would cut it back to a 2-point game, 39-36. Chattooga on top. Next shot on the way, it is good also. So we do have a 1-point, or a 2-point game, I should say. 39-37, 2-point game with 12 seconds left to go, and Chattooga with the basketball in the lead. Across the timeline goes Johnson, dribbles at the top of the key, gives it to Lester, who goes in, tries to shoot, and that's an offensive foul. Goes against LaShawn Lester. So Dane Fisher set to inbound the ball. Not a lot of time left for Model. They're going to have to get it down the floor quick and try to get a look to grab the last shot here of the third quarter. And you're going to have a half-court pressure here from Chattooga, and there's the fling from way beyond center court, and it's going to come up short there for Dane Fisher. So at the end of 3 quarters, Chattooga 39, Model 37. We'll have the last 8 minutes when we come back on WLAQ after a 1-minute break. comes down to the fourth quarter after all. 39-37 is your score. Chattooga on top by 2, and they have the ball to start the final 8 minutes of the basketball game. Getting a little rotation going here with some ball movement. They get it to Jalen Johnson. He resets the offense at center court, looks off to Coach Gross for some signals, and now he'll drive up to the top of the key. L.A. Riley tries to set a pick for him. He goes into the paint. A finger roll missed. Here's the putback from Riley, who went right to the basket. He misses. Battling for the rebound is Johnson. A third look won't go. Now, finally, Dane Fisher is able to pick up the ball for the Blue Devils, and they head the other way. Low-scoring third quarter as Chattooga, actually, Model outscored Chattooga 7-6 in that third quarter. Foul is going to be charged against Chattooga, and that was against Jalen Johnson. Going to the free throw line shooting 2 is Carson Cole, who had 13 points in the first half, had a quiet third quarter. Shot is on the way. He makes the first free throw. And you can't stress enough, particularly when you're in a close game like this, how important those free throws are. Certainly a lot of pressure here on the shots, but you'd never know it. He knocks down 2, made it look easy, 39 apiece. 7:10 remaining in the game. We got a tie game with 7:08 to go now. Stolen away. Fisher, it goes off his foot. It looked like he was going to have an easy layup. Instead, he'll take a 3, and that's a miss. Richmond Sims off the glass, knocks it down. His first basket of the game. Hadn't seen him in the game until just a few seconds ago, and he makes his presence known as he helps his team regain the lead. 41-39. L.A. Riley with it. Shoots after shaking off a couple of defenders. He has his first basket of the game, and we're tied back up, 6:38 left. I'm going to be lucky at the end of this game if I've got any voice tomorrow, because this is going to be an exciting finish. I'm going to have to work to keep myself contained. This is what you live for as a basketball fan, is get games like this. Chattooga Hurd spins, trying to go into the paint, loses the handle, goes out of bounds. And Chattooga gets set to inbound the ball, all knotted up, 41 apiece. Model and Chattooga, both teams undefeated in region play, but at the end of the night, one of them's going to have a loss. It's inevitable. One of them's got to win and one of them's got to lose. They feed it down to Brody Mobbs on the left wing side. No, that was Heathcock. Jalen Johnson's got it around center court. Now back over to Heathcock on the left wing side. Chattooga's working from left to right. They get it to Allen, shakes off a defender, shoots. It's in and out. It's loose on the floor. There's L.A. Riley, and we're going to have a foul. I think they're going to get Hurd with that one. He protests, and now Jalen Johnson's requesting the official tee him up, but they did not do that. Going to the line is L.A. Riley. Picking up the foul is Chattooga Hurd. And glad to see the officials not quick on pulling the trigger on the technical foul. Shot is up, and it is going to be good for Riley. He'll get ready for his second. That gives his team a 1-point lead. Now make it 2. He knocks down 2 in a row. He's got 4 fourth quarter points. Coming up big for his team here late. Carson Cole going to lob it up for Dane Fisher as they go across the center court line. They almost steal it away, but a foul is going to be charged against Jalen Johnson. I'm not sure how many he's got. I've got him with 3, but they don't put the amount of fouls of the players on the scoreboard, and I'm having a hard time keeping up with it, but he's got at least 3. With the ball is Carson Cole. He fed it off to Fisher, now back to Cole. He tried to get it over to Couch. It is stolen away. Here's Johnson, lays it up, but doesn't go in. And Fisher's there for the rebound. That's a tough miss there for Johnson. Doesn't happen often. Carson Cole's got it, dribbles back to the center court. He's trapped, gives it out to Couch. Throws it down for Chattooga Hurd. Went off a player's foot. I believe it was Chattooga, so it's staying with the Blue Devils. 43-41, Chattooga on top by 2. 5:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter of this basketball game. Off the inbound pass, Chattooga Hurd off the glass and in. He's got 6 points, and now we're tied up at 43 apiece. The winner of this game is going to be in control of Region 7 AA. Ball is almost stolen away by Cole Mathis. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be charged against Chattooga. Push. and that'll be a turnover. So Model's going to get the ball back, having just tied up the game, and now forcing a turnover, hopefully grabbing some momentum here in this fourth quarter. 5:07 remaining in the game. We're tied up at 43 all. Carson Cole across the logo, feeds it off to the left wing side. There's Mathis, a jump shot, little hesitation there. Doesn't go. Jeremiah Hurd with a putback, won't fall, but he gets fouled and is going to the free throw line. So Jeremiah Hurd at the charity stripe again, and he's 3 of 4, so he's done a good job tonight so far at the stripe. Jeremiah Hurd dribbles a couple of times. Shot on the way. It is good. Great ball rotation. Good looking touch on that free throw. Model back to a 1-point lead under 5 minutes to play. 4:57 to be exact. Checking out of the games for Chattooga is going to be Heathcock. Here comes the next free throw from Jeremiah. He knocks it down, both of them. 45-43. Model on top by 2 under 5 minutes to play. Sean Lester, stolen away. Mathis, a layup, all alone and in. After the turnover, big time move and play by Cole Mathis. Model up by 4. And a foul is going to be charged. An offensive foul on Chattooga. Actually, no, they're going to get LaShawn Lester. And a timeout is going to be called by Chattooga. We're going to do the same thing. Big swing and momentum in favor of Model. 47-43, Model on top with possession of the ball. 4:41 left in the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Swing. They lead at 47-43, a 4-point lead, and they have possession of the ball when we come out of the timeout. We are inside the Tribe Pride Arena here on the campus of Chattooga High School in Summerville, Georgia. I've actually been up here twice today. Came up here to visit one of our radio advertising clients for a little bit and went back to Rome, did some work, and came back to broadcast some basketball. Great drive both times coming up over Taylor's Ridge. Cole Mathis has got it, feeds it out to Carson Cole. Cole will pick up his dribble, gives it to Jeremiah Hurd up top. Now on to Jakenis Hurd. Carson Cole. So you've got Cole up top, dribbling, feeds it off to Jakenis Hurd. Was looking to feed down low to Jeremiah. Went inside, had his pocket picked by Bowden Heathcock. And now here come the Indians down the other way. So Jalen Johnson with it in his hands. He's had a big game. He's picked up 20 points, 18 of them in the first half, puts up a 3-point shot. Fall a little bit cold now, though. Left that one short, barely catches iron. Jakenis Hurd and the feed over to Carson Cole. He'll go across the timeline. Under 4 minutes to play. Model up by 2 scores. It's a 47-43 basketball game. Model playing on the road here at Chattooga High School. Dane Fisher dribbles. Now he'll go off to the left wing side, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Cole Mathis. Mathis in the feed out to Carson. Cole was trying to pass it back to Hurd. He had cut towards the paint. It was picked up by Jalen Johnson, creates an easy layup in transition for Johnson, and that was tough. A little miscommunication there between teammates for Model, and an easy basket for Chattooga. They cut it to a 2-point game, 47-45. Carson Cole over the basket, won't go. Rebounded by Chattooga. Here comes Jalen Johnson into the paint, drives in. He will pick up his dribble, feeds it out to Allen, challenges Jeremiah Hurd, works around him, scores. And now we got a tie ball game at the 3-minute mark, 47 apiece. Carson Cole leaves it for Fisher. Fisher, a 3-point shot, and he nails it! What a great looking shot for Dane Fisher. Oh my goodness. Oh, 50-47, Model on top. A timeout on the floor and a player injured here for Chattooga with 2:51 left. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WLAQ. Don't go anywhere. Just hit a three-point shot with 2:51 left to go in this basketball game to put his team up by 3. And a player went down there for Chattooga. I think it was L.A. Riley, and he's kind of grabbing at his legs over on the sideline. So hopefully that young man's going to be okay. At least I think that's who it is. I'll have to double-check his number on that. Might have spoke too soon. But he's kind of leaning over right now, and the trainer's looking at him. Yep, that was L.A. Riley. We may see him again, though. Jalen Johnson's got the ball. He's going to give it over to Heathcock. They will work around a little bit of pressure. Over to the right wing side they go. There's a long shot. It's going to be a missed. Three-point shot by Mobbs. Backing his way in is Allen. And the fans go crazy as he makes the shot, cutting it to a one-point basketball game. Model still on top, but narrowly by 1 point. Carson Cole with it. We're getting close to the 2-minute mark. Dane Fisher drives in after the fake, shoots, kind of a wild shot. Ball is loose. It's going to roll out on the baseline, and it's coming back to Chattooga. They trail by 1 point, and they get the ball. Bowden Heathcock, the feed to Jalen Johnson. Johnson dribbles between his legs, a half-court trap. He gets around it, works his way off to the right wing side. There's Allen being picked up by Jeremiah Hurd, shoots, misses, rebounded by Dane Fisher, doing a great job on the boards tonight. They give it to Jakenis Hurd, now back over to Carson Cole across the timeline to Hurd on the right wing, drives in, shoots over a defender, misses. Here's Jeremiah Hurd to clean it up on the putback. Jeremiah Hurd with 9 points in the game, Model back up by 3, 52-49, 1:38 left to go in the basketball game. And a timeout will be called by Coach Gross for the Chattooga Indians. 1:36 left to go in the game. Model 52, Chattooga 49. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WLAQ. Jalen Johnson takes the inbound pass from L.A. Riley, who's back out onto the floor. Mobbs has got it on the left wing side for Chattooga. Now dribbles up to the free throw line, feeds the oop up to Cash Allen. He knocks it down. He has had a big third quarter. He's picked up 6 points in this quarter alone. Give you his totals later on, but right now Model clings to a 1 point, 52-51 lead as we get close to the 1 minute mark. 1:05 left to go in the basketball game. Carson Cole, every possession is a big possession from here on out. Cole Mathis has got it. He's going to try to leave it for Carson Cole. Stolen away by L.A. Riley, and the finger roll in. He's able to lay it in. Now Chattooga takes a 1 point lead with 51.9 ticks left on the clock. Your score, 53-52. Chattooga on top. We'll step out for 30 seconds on WLAQ. the Chattooga Indians up by 1 point with 51.9 seconds left to go on the clock. So again, Chattooga leads it by 1 as we are under a minute to play here from Chattooga County at Chattooga High School in Summerville, Georgia. We're inside the Tri-Pride Arena. I'm actually inside this arena for the first time and really enjoying being here. This has been a fun afternoon and evening of basketball for you. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast, whether you're listening on the radio or online, the YouTube channel. And we want to thank the Mathis family and Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales for presenting these broadcasts, stepping up big for the Blue Devils this year. And always, for that matter. Jakenis Hurd gives it over to Cole Mathis. Back up top to Dane Fisher. Dribbles towards the basket. Going to try to lay it in. Little too strong. Picked up by Chattooga. That was a big possession. Here's Jalen Johnson on the other end. Can't get it to go, and the foul is going to be charged. So we're going to see Jalen Johnson go into the free throw line, shooting 2. Going to pick up Carson Cole with the foul, and it's 53-52. So big free throws coming up here for Johnson. A little bit more pressure on these. Here's the first one. That's off the back of the rim. So right now we got a 1-point game. If he makes this one, we'll have a 2-point game. What a game. 34.5 ticks left on the clock. Chattooga up by 1. Jalen Johnson can make it a 2-point game. It's on the way. He knocks that one down. Took a little extra time for that one. Dane Fisher gives it to Carson Cole. 54-52 your score. Model with the ball. Under 30 seconds to play. Carson Cole dribbling. Goes towards the paint. Picks up the dribble. Puts up the shot. It is rebounded by Chattooga after the miss. And quickly Jakenis Hurd comes in and fouls. So Model down 54-52. And quickly they foul and call a timeout. We're going to do the same thing. 20.5 seconds left on the clock. Chattooga 54, Model 52. We'll be back after a 30-second break. Here tonight, the Chattooga Indians and Model Blue Devils right now in a 2-point contest with 20.5 seconds left to go. The winner remains undefeated and takes control of Region 7AA. Right now, Model 6-0 in the region, and Chattooga's 6-0 and Model 7-0 in the region. Jalen Johnson set to inbound the ball. They get it into Cash Allen, and quickly Model's able to get the foul. Model still with a couple to give here in this game. Jeremiah Hurd picked up that foul as Chattooga gets ready to inbound the ball. 54-52. Chattooga's on top by 2, and here comes Jakenis Hurd with another foul. And now 5 fouls, 1 more to give, as we get ready for Jalen Johnson to inbound the ball, and quickly they foul. I think they got Cole Mathis. Nope, they got Jakenis again. I've got Jakenis with 4 now, but 54-52, and now in the bonus are the Chattooga Indians. So going to the free throw line, shooting 1-and-1 is going to be Brody Mobbs. And I cannot overstate the importance of these free throws, and it rolls around the rim and in. We got a 3-point game with 16.3 seconds left on the clock. So if you're a Model basketball fan right now, you are hoping this young man is not going to be able to knock this one down and make it a 2-score game. So Brody Mobbs set to shoot, and that one is in. Grace under pressure, ice water in his veins, knocks down the free throw, and that makes it a 4-point game. A big story of the night. Brody Mobbs' free throw shooting with 16.3 seconds left to go. We have a timeout on the floor, but we're going to keep it right here. But Model with their backs up against the wall. Still some time here in this game. It's not totally out of question. Seen stranger things happen in basketball games, but that was really huge for Brody Mobbs and Chattooga to get those 2 free throws and go up by 2 scores rather than it being a 1-score basketball game. That certainly changes a lot of what has to happen here in this basketball game for Model to have a shot. But we got 16.3 seconds left to go here on the clock. Still a shot in this one for Model. 56 to 52 is your score. Chattooga in the lead, and Dane Fisher set to inbound the ball here for the Blue Devils. As Fisher gets set to inbound the ball, he's going to get it to Carson Cole. He'll work it down the floor. Dribbles around the top of the key. Got to move pretty fast here. Jaquinnis Hurd. Dane Fisher for 3 and knocks it down. Dane Fisher knocks down a 3-point shot, and we got a 1-point game. Dane Fisher coming up big with a 3-pointer, and he's going to make this a 1-point game. This one's not over yet, folks. 56 to 55 is your score. Model trailing by 1, 6.8 seconds left on the clock. So Model still has a shot in this basketball game. Coming up after the game tonight, we'll have a brief wrap-up show, and then we'll send it back to the studio for CBS Sports Radio Network. Make sure to go to our Facebook page, WLAQ Rome, and also our Twitter. Like us, follow us, all that good stuff. Keep up with what's going on with the radio station and our local sports coverage. Always like to have something going on. Jalen Johnson to inbound the ball here for Chattooga as Model will try to foul quickly, and they do, and put Mr. Heathcock at the free throw line. He has not been to the charity stripe tonight, so as far as this game's concerned, not a lot to talk about there. And he's got some pressure on him right now. 1-point game, 5.7 seconds left to go on the clock. And Heathcock at the free throw line. Model fans try to make some noise and distract him. Shot on the way. That one's no good. Jaquinnis Hurd with a rebound. 56 to 55. Model's got the ball, and they call a timeout. What an unbelievable sequence. Dane Fisher knocks down a 3-point shot with 6.8 seconds left to go on the clock. Model quickly fouls Chattooga, puts Bowden Heathcock on the free throw line, misses the front end of the one-on-one. Rebound is taken by Jaquinnis Hurd of Model. Model has the ball, trailing by only 1 point, 4.7 seconds left to go on the clock. What a heck of a basketball game, and it's not over yet. So stay with us, folks, whether you're watching on the video or if you're out there in radio land listening with us there. We're super glad to be with you. And like I said once before in this broadcast, if you're a basketball fan, this is what you want to see. If you're a Model fan, you want to see him grab this last basket and win the game in an exciting fashion. Dane Fisher feeds it in. Carson Cole, 3 seconds left to go. Fisher heaves it up just before the buzzer. It was almost a half-court shot, and it did not go in. The home crowd gets the delight tonight in a victory. They extend their win streak to 7 games. Model's win streak stops at 10, and now Chattooga has control of Region 7 AA. What a basketball game, but a heartbreaker for the Model Blue Devils. That one's going to sting for a little bit. But again, your final score tonight, Chattooga 56, Model 55. We'll send it back to the studio for a timeout for about 3 minutes. We'll come down and run down the scoring from the game when we come back on WLAQ. We'll be back.